God! Don't you just love it? Welcome back to Cool Show, man. I want to thank the 98% of people in this room that I know personally. And also with you. There you go. It is a church. Welcome to Cool Show, man. We are pleased to be back here in the Commonwealth Sanctuary. That is, of course, the best comedy church in Northern Kentucky. In fact, some call it the Katy Perry of comedy clubs. Because it certainly used to be religious, and now we're doing everything we can to keep Russell Brand out. Hey! Show's going now. Welcome to the show, new friends. We like to start with a classic monologue. Jake, are you ready? Let's get it. Okay. Doja Cat. Heard about this? Wowed onlookers at the Met Gala earlier this week by wearing an oversized wet t-shirt as a dress on the red carpet. Cover your eyes. Not to be outdone, I wowed onlookers at my custody hearing by wearing my Dale Earnhardt Jr. tank top and gym shorts with cigarette burns. I lost. Or as I call it, I won. Get that one on the way home. Panera Bread, you've been there. Panera Bread, they announced major menu changes this week, including the removal of their famous charged lemonade. Highly caffeinated, dangerous lemonade, of course, subject to several wrongful death lawsuits. Panera did apologize to fans of the drink, offering them 1 free week of doing meth by the dumpsters without calling the cops. Good restaurant. Stormy Daniels testified against current former President Trump in court this week, saying that during one of their sexual encounters, she spanked him with a rolled-up magazine. The magazine was reported to be Trump's own copy of Ass Spanker's Digest. I laughed at the computer writing that one. Trial, of course, ongoing right now. It resurfaced an interview from Daniels in 2011 where she described how Trump is, quote, obsessed with and terrified by sharks. Daniels claimed he once said, I donate to all these charities and I would never donate to a charity that helps sharks. I hope all the sharks die. Trump has since refuted the story by saying, not the fish kind of sharks. That's talking about that bald fucker, Mr. Wonderful. He never buys into the good business pitches. Hey! All right. It's all timing, folks. Dating app Bumble. Gentlemen? Famous for requiring women to send the first message, has added a new feature where men can now reach out first to a prompt created by female users. It's about fucking time, says every man that's about to ruin something else for women. And finally, luxury fitness chain Equinox announced a $40,000 per year gym membership that promises to help buyers live longer by offering personal training, nutrition plans, sleep coaching, and massage therapy. Not to be outdone, Planet Fitness announced this week that for $40,000 a year, you can do literally anything to literally anyone in all of their locations. Also, Pizza Mondays. Let's start the show. Welcome to Cool Show, man. It's very exciting to be here. Thanks very much to the Cool Show band. That is, of course, Jake Duran and Dan, the piano man. All right. They can't get them all. Let's see how everyone's doing tonight. Jake, how are you feeling? That's good. And Dan, how are you?
Good.
Oh, that's nice. Dan, are you excited for the show?
Well, since you asked, I feel my character on the show has become a bit one-dimensional, and it seems a lot of my dialogue has come off as reductive and insulting.
Sorry about that, Dan. Is there anything I can do to help you cope with those feelings?
I just like an opportunity to express myself in a way that speaks my truth and contributes to the success of the show.
Okay, you doing anything fun this weekend?
Shit, nah.
Thanks for coming out, Dan. I really appreciate it. We're excited to be back here at Commonwealth. Let's go ahead and check in on current events. So far, the record for shows without crying is at a firm 2. Frankly, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I don't know about you. All right. Well, I feel like I've done pretty much my job at this point. Hope everyone feels entertained. I hope you enjoyed the monologue. And I guess the only way to really ratchet this shit up to the next level is to invite our first guest onto the show. Who's ready for our first guest? Our first guest tonight is a handsome little devil with the spirit of a saint. Oh. By day, he spreads the word of Christ, generating social media for a megachurch, and by night, he spreads the joy of his presence on stage doing comedy. His new special, titled Homeschool Energy, is available now on Dry Bar Comedy. Here to bring us some joy right now, please welcome Zachary Wycuff, everyone. Right there, Zach. Grab a chair.
What's up, everybody? I love this show. Every time I watch you do it, I'm like, is it the last time we see Giles? I'm very excited to be here. I've had half a beer. I'm feeling crazy. All right.
We need you firing on all cylinders, Zach.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know.
What else? You gonna make some beats?
Stop it.
This is his dog box he can use to talk. The dogs use to talk. That was a sweet riff. Continue.
Zachary, I feel like we never even hang out anymore.
Why did
Where have you been? What you been up to?
Yeah, man. I'm glad you said that. I thought we should hang out more in front of our friends. I like it when they watch us hang out.
Yeah. I actually feel like that all the time. I don't know about
Okay, all right.
Things are good. You've been
Okay, you dirty dog.
you've been out on the road. You've been working around. You've been doing comedy. How's that been?
It's been good, buddy. It's been I don't know. It's all a facade. It's all pretend to make you guys think I'm cool.
You crazy.
It's all trying to make you guys think I'm cool. Is it working?
A little bit.
Nah. All right. You know all those by heart. He's got like 18 buttons over here. It's crazy.
This is my passion. Zachary, you're out. You're doing the road. You're out there. You're in the clubs. You're in the bars. You're in the alternative venues. You're all over the place. Zachary, have you ever done a private or corporate gig?
I've done very many.
No, we're talking Christmas parties. Are we talking?
Oh yeah.
New Year's. What are some of the highlights and lowlights of your corporate gig experience?
One of the more fun ones I've done a birthday party for an Indian doctor. I was the only white man there.
Okay.
And that was good.
That.
I feel like I have to, when I bring that up, I feel like I have to say, and I like that.
Is that at a home, or what was the venue for this?
It was just some guy's backyard.
Okay.
I just parked at a house, and I walked into someone's backyard, and I was like, hey, I'm here to tell jokes. And they're like, okay. Yeah, it was great.
That sounds nice. That sounds like a good time.
Was pretty good.
That's good. That's good. I guess before, I was going to say, have you ever had one that's a bad time? But actually, let me go ahead and add a preface to that. Have you ever had a bad time? Because you seem more than a glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah, that's right.
But-
Glass half full of beer.
But any trouble at these corporate gigs? Any rough rooms?
Man, I mean, I don't know. I did one recently at Jungle Gyms and
The grocery store. Stand-up comedy at a grocery store. And?
pretty sweet. There were fewer people than this.
Okay. So there were roughly 2,000 people.
There was a hot 1,500 people there, and there was right before I was about to go up, there was a black gentleman. Again, I gotta say,
A lot of race in Zach's story so far tonight, and that's okay.
and I like that.
Yeah. A person went up in front of you, and
And he
Yep.
was doing jokes about
Things that
being
you
black,
can't do,
which
yes.
is great. He was saying words that I can't say.
okay.
Listen.
Yeah.
No.
Zach is on.
No, I am so sorry.
No.
It was other words. It was the N. It was the N one.
Okay.
And he was doing those jokes. And he was being very
In a grocery store.
in a grocery store.
I'm gonna guess the sun was up.
No, it wasn't, but
Okay.
it could have been. I wish. He was being very funny, and a white lady in the back interrupted him and said, "How come is it you guys can say that and I can't?" And I was like, "Whoa!"
And then you went on to the
It-
stage.
And then I punched her in the mouth.
No, that's true social justice right there. That's what that is.
No, I did the thing I always do, which is I stand by. I'm like, "Whoa, someone should do something." So they got in a verbal altercation with this lady. Her friend escorts her out, and then the host, it ended fine, but then the host was like, "Wow, that was crazy." Anyways, here's Zach, everybody.
That's very nice.
They were like, "Zach's cool with black people. Watch him work. Go ahead."
If there's one person that can smooth out all race relations, it's a man with the tact that he's demonstrated so far tonight. What's that?
I'm wearing Air Force One, so you know I'm cool.
He has to be. That's good.
Heck yeah.
Well, Zachary, the reason I bring that up is...
Why do you bring that up?
Because just today, this very afternoon, in fact,
No.
I did my first full-on, formal, corporate, private comedy show. Yeah.
How did that?
Wow, Zach. I've got something to show you.
Oh, no.
We just go ahead and lay out the scene. It was in a large conference room in Hilliard, Ohio, outside of Columbus.
That's so close to where I grew up. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I was with your people. I was doing
The white.
Well, more on that later. Here's the setting. I was doing stand-up comedy at lunch for a construction company.
Yeah, you were.
During that company's annual safety lecture day. So there were 200 people in a room. And let me go ahead and give you the schedule, Zach. 11 a.m., mental health and suicide prevention. Noon, barbecue lunch. 12:30, me. 1 p.m., opioids. The dangers and methods to avoid them. So it was me and 200 construction workers, and I was informed that 1/3 of them were not English speakers, so there was a translator standing in the back. And 1/3 of them was wearing earpieces to try and hear my attempt at stand-up comedy.
You did comedy at the UN?
I would have rather.
That's amazing.
Now, Zach, fans of the show may remember the last time you were on. I did a supercut of a video that I asked you for, and then I edited to show the lowlights of 20 minutes of you doing stand-up. In fact,
I remember that.
I feel it's only appropriate that with you here today and with my experience that I share something with you. So I got went ahead and pieced a little something together here. Let's hope the audio works. Still, I don't know, the same median at times. This is the longest stage I've ever stood on in my entire life.
Pardon me?
Let's, I've been under 3 years. Every day I enjoy feeling about my performance right now. I am also him. This is sort of, I guess, what they would call a perfect demonstration of how stand-up comedy is done. Absolute zero. Thank you very much. Wait, that's it. Would you guys do for it? Sorry, I'm just laughing at every moment my audience saw me to this second kind of thing. I don't want you to applaud after I say this, because I know some people want to, but I am almost them. As I reflect upon my success in this endeavor today, let me ask you this. What did you learn? Folks, please enjoy the opioid discussion. Please remember when you go back to your job on Monday, there's reasons to keep doing your steady career, not pursue your aims.
I mean, yeah, clap for that. That was.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean,
I did 28 minutes.
but
Yeah.
how hard did that translator work? That's all I could think about that whole time.
I caught him in the back before I went up. He's like, go slow. Because I have to go from like, what you mean to how I'm going to say it. And I was like, you got it. So I really hope he got the tone right.
Yeah, I just imagine him going, ¿Cómo se dice? What are you gonna do?
I sweat through the shirt.
Yeah,
I swear.
I'm sweating right now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right. The lady that booked me, I did a third of the set to her in the back corner of the room while she was just stifling laughter, knowing full well what she had done to me.
Because you worked in construction, so you know
I did
construction.
watch a landfill get billed wrong for most of a year. And so I did wear a high-vis vest every day for that amount.
Yeah, so you know how they talk, the rub and tumble haze.
I should have gone so blue. But you know what? I lived through it now and here. So,
Yeah.
man, then I made more money in 28 minutes than I have doing full weekends at any other club in the tri-state region.
Selling drugs.
Yeah. That's what the opioid discussion was about. So, Zachary, we've all done stand-up all sorts of places, and most recently, you've been doing jokes in a bookstore.
That's right. I have a show the first Thursday of every month at Household Books in Walnut Hills. It's a wonderful little show.
Household Books. The show is called Household Names. So, Zachary, how has that been going?
It's fun. I've learned to read.
It's about time.
It's about time. And I'm getting into this Bible thing, and it's pretty crazy.
I only listened to it on tape before. That Veggie Tales.
Right. I've only had it screamed at me.
Yes.
No, it's legitimately very fun. If you guys have not been, I highly recommend. Reagan's going to be on it in June. Reagan Rip-Logal here in the audience. It's a wonderful little spot. We got. There's books.
Yep.
There's like records and thrift stores, and Cincinnati comedy is not a joke. Is legitimately winning.
It's definitely not a joke, and I'm a testament to that. If there's anything I learned today in the outskirts of Columbus, it's how much of not a joke I am.
That's right.
Now, you're doing stand-up comedy in a bookstore.
Yes,
Which
sir.
world of entertainment do you think is taking the bigger hit in that situation?
Oh,
Like, should the comedians be more offended that they have to perform in a business that's trying to sell books, a medium that doesn't legally need to exist anymore? Or should every author be furious that one of their rapidly dwindling areas of commerce has been infiltrated by dirtbags talking about their genital?
Wow.
Now, is that poetic enough for you? Because that was one of the hardest things I've ever tried to read and say in my life.
Giles is also learning how to read.
Figuring it out.
I truly do not know how to answer that question, but
There were too many words, but yes.
I think we should get rid of all books and just have everyone install all the learning that they need in Neuralink. That's what I'm here to say.
You know, with Elon being friends with so many major comedians, I do think it's only a matter of time until someone does a set on the moon. That's what I'm looking forward to, is someone traveling to the moon to talk about cancel culture.
That's so nice. That's nice that that's where your brain went. My brain was like, well, with this brain chip, then I can finally get people to watch my special.
That's crazy. Imagine that, Zach.
Look at that. That's not embarrassing.
Armand's like you said, Zachary, you released your debut special earlier this year on a dry bar comedy called Homeschooled Energy. Mm-hmm. Now, how in the world did you come up with that? How'd you do that? Where'd you come up with that?
Because well, I think most people are surprised to find out that I wasn't homeschooled. But I'm just
Get that energy?
I got that energy, dude. I sure do. Were you gonna hit a button?
Nah, I was just saying, Dan, does he have that homeschooled energy?
Yay!
That's great.
It was a good time. I learned that I was a little edgy for the Mormons.
Now that is actually interesting you bring that up. Now you filmed that with a company called Dry Bar. Is that Provo?
It is, right outside Salt Lake. It's the Hilliard of Salt Lake.
It is the Hilliard of Salt Lake, where everyone is, of course, much more religiously extreme. That's good. Now, you filmed it on Dry Bar. Famously, their deal is you have to do totally clean comedy. Right? And that's part of their deal. Are you familiar with the history of this company, Dry Bar? You do a little research before you do a little research before you got back with them?
Oh, no.
This came through the internet?
Are they sponsored by Chick-fil-A? I truly don't know.
That would actually make them cooler.
I know the check cleared. You know what I'm saying?
Dan, you like money? Yeah. Dry Bar is a new company. It was formed from the, I guess, scorched remains of another company called VidAngel.
Oh.
You familiar with that?
I might know what this is.
So, actually, you probably would. VidAngel, for those who don't know, it was a company, and what they did was they took movies and then they edited them to make them more family-friendly. They would remove all of graphic, violent, sexual swears, everything like that.
Right. For the longest time, I thought Wedding Crashers was 8 minutes long.
That's why it's on Dry Bar, folks. But the thing about this company is that they didn't license these movies. They just did it.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, it is actually pretty cool. So they did all this stuff, and then they cleaned them up, and they sold it. And then that closed, and then they were like, all right, we still have a lot of money, and we want to be a business. So then they transitioned into this, what is now Dry Bar company. This whole thing. It's very interesting. So I thought, and I've been thinking, I'm an entrepreneur. I thought, what if they kind of fuse the best of both worlds? Because there's a lot of great stand-up comedy out there that is just too GD dirty for me to put into my kids' ears.
That's right.
And I don't have kids, but I yell at them sometimes. I go out to the park and I scream at them and I try to teach them the important things in life. And I thought, what if we took their past and their current? What if we cleaned up some of this comedy? And then I said, what if I knew someone that was tied into Dry Bar?
Yeah. All right.
And then you and I linked up and we kind of got the wheels rolling here. So what I did was I took some of what I believe to be some of the funniest and most famous jokes of the last 35 years.
Uh-huh.
and I cleaned them up. And I thought maybe you, being a professional dry bar comedian, could go through and just give it a whack here. So first up, I have one of Chris Rock's best jokes. This is from 1996's Bring the Pain, and do not worry, I double-checked it. You're good. Just go ahead and read it sight unseen. Zach Wycuff doing Chris Rock. Here we go.
Yeah, man. Oh, I love it when we hang out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the voice.
No, you're good on that.
I want to make that clear.
Yeah. Keep in mind, he's never seen this before, but also I proofread it, so it's okay.
And by this, he means Chris Rock's comedy.
Yes. I can't say the name of this joke. Zach, go ahead.
All right. There's some stuff going on with cool people right now. There's like a civil war going on with cool people. There's two sides. There's cool people, and then there's winners. And winners have got to go. I'm starting to do the voice. I'm so sorry.
No. Lean in, Zach. It's worth it.
Every time cool people want to have a good time, ignorant, silly winners messing up. Can't do stuff without some ignorant, silly winners messing it up. Can't do nothing. Can't keep a disco open more than 3 weeks. Grand opening, grand closing. Can't keep a disco open more than 3 weeks.
It's so fucking funny. I didn't realize how funny this would be.
Guys, we got another cry. All right, here we go. Okay, grand opening, grand closing. Can't go to a movie the first week and come out. Why? Because winners are shooting at the screen. What kind of ignorant stuff is that? Hey, this is a good movie. So good, I got a busted cap in here. Hey, I love cool people, but I hate winners.
Thanks. There's two more. No, it's all right. This one's shorter. This is from Eddie Murphy's Delirious. This is the opening track off that album, and I also can't say the name of this this joke, but it's okay.
Oh shit.
It's squeaky clean. Zach Wycuff, Eddie Murphy, let it rip. This one's shorter, so it's okay.
I'm the sweatiest I've ever been. I'm afraid of great people. Petrified. I have nightmares about great people. I literally don't even know what this is standing in.
That's okay, then just keep going.
I have this nightmare that I go to Hollywood and find out that Mr. T is a friend. Now I understand. Really? And he'd be walking up to people going, hey boy, that's okay. You look mighty cute in them jeans. Now come on over here and fill me up with laughs. I'm gonna bend over now. Hey boy, slow down. You're gonna mess around and laugh too fast. You're gonna make me mad and I'll clench up my butt cheeks and rip your smile off. All right.
Okay.
How is that dirtier than the actual thing?
All right.
I'm so sweaty.
It's okay. This is the last one, and it's way longer. It's all right. This one's got to be easier. All right. This is one of the most popular renditions of a joke ever told. This is the Aristocrats, as performed by Gilbert Gottfried, 18 days after 9/11. Zach, go ahead.
Oh my God. I do feel a little more comfortable doing this voice.
This one's easy.
Yeah. A family walks into a talent agency. That sounds Jewish. That sounds bad.
No, it sounds like the parent from Aladdin. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a father, mother, son, daughter, and dog. The father says to the talent agent, "We're having a really amazing act. You should represent us." The agent says, "Sorry, I don't represent family acts. They're a little too cute." The mother says, "Sir, if you just see our act, we know you would want to represent us." The agent says, okay, I'll take a look.
There's so much text on that.
Oh God.
Okay.
You got it.
So the father drops his pants and takes off his shirt, and he's totally happy. He undresses his wife and starts feeding his wife right there on the floor. The son takes off his pants and the daughter undresses and she takes a huge spit on the floor. The dog walks over and smiles everywhere, and the whole family is rolling around hugging and kissing and each other, and they're all covered in spit and smiles. Then the mother turns around and is laughing with the son, and the father starts high-fiving the son while the dog is holding the father's hand. Then the brother begins shooting on the dog's toys while the daughter fills up into the mom's purse, and the father eats his own snacks. I'm halfway done. Then the father stands up, feeding the son in his mouth while the son eats the daughter's lunch, while the daughter eats the mother's lunch, while the mother is walking the dog for the longest time. For the longest time, the agent just sits in silence. And finally, he manages, "That's a heck of an act. What do you call it?" And the father says, "The Aristocrats."
Zach Wycuff, everyone. Oh my God. Oh. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this show, Zach.
Yeah, man.
I know you won't regret it for a second. I've seen his new special on Dry Bar Door. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, shall we get our next guest up here?
Yeah.
Please. Joining us on stage is more than a man and in many ways a legend. Some have called him a poet of country phrasing. Others have called him the dirtiest man alive. I'm fortunate enough to call him a friend, and I'm excited to bring him on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chris Siemer, everyone.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
All right.
Hey, friends.
Chris,
Yep.
how the hell are you?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. Yourself? I see you haven't cried out of, anything other than sheer joy.
Exactly. So
Your
that's
own,
gotta
your
be
own
good.
creations coming to fruition.
Yeah.
I really love that you brought a video of you not getting laughs to get laughs a second go around. I really thought that was... And there hasn't been that much time. Were you editing that shit on the drive home? Because it's really good. The edits are really good.
First of all, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad to be in my wheelhouse. Speaking of edits, let's go ahead and take a look at Chris's last appearance on the show.
It is now time for Stand Upside Down.
Please put your hands together for Chris Siemer. Upside down! Yes!
So, that was an artistic
Let me know
choice.
if you're about to black out.
I got a tattoo for the show. Look at all those
It's
moles. It looks
beautiful.
like I'm wearing a cancer coat.
It's glorious, Clark.
I'm trying to fart, and I don't think my body has enough juice in it to push it upward. This gravity is sucking my brain through my fucking ears right now. My face feels so fucking tight.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
Fucking Botox, dog. Hang upside down, I can't. Woo! Look how thin I look.
You're gonna pass
Well, I
out
don't know
now.
about thin.
You look good upside down.
I sure do, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Some pig. Okay.
That is so big. I like how you paused it as my nipple made an appearance.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that you got
I'm obviously going to go from skin cancer.
I think it's nice. How long did it take for that marker to come off?
Couple days.
Yeah.
It was all worth it for those 3 minutes.
I cannot agree more.
Yeah.
That is very
For you, brother, I didn't want you to cry that show.
Well, I've already cried once this time, but technically it has an asterisk.
Yeah, it was a good cry.
Good cries are, that's what we're going for. No.
Amen, brother.
This spring season been going for you. Been enjoying the nice weather?
I've been mowing.
Oh, yeah.
Been mowing the yard in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got myself a yard.
Yeah, but
Well, what happened is I moved in with my girlfriend who's got herself a yard.
that sounds right.
Yeah, I know. I don't have the juice to be a homeowner. But I got the dick to get in there. You know what I mean? God damn it! Come on, get out of here without that, can we? Come on, Dan. Wait a minute, Dan the piano man, not Dave. Fuck, I'm sorry, Dan.
It's all right. That's Dan the piano man. He forgot his piano tonight. A lot of things are falling off the rails. Now, Siemer, have you done any good private or corporate shows?
Well, no.
No.
Most of my act is cum-based, so that's the medium that I paint with.
Xerox hasn't wanted you to come in and talk to their sales team.
No, and I've put my fucking balls and junk on so many of their products in the time. You know what I mean? One time I didn't realize that it's not strong glass, and I sat on one, boom, right through it.
You
Goddamn.
actually did that.
Yeah.
You were actually a person that put your ass through a fucking copy.
Yeah, dude, no shit.
Did you cut your butt?
No, I was wearing jeans. Yeah, no, I just sat down on it. You know what though? Like, yeah, not.
The denim stops the glass.
Yeah. Not totally unrelated to that show I was doing just before I came here. I was doing my big closer trying to land the plane, and a guy up front, the chair gave up. And he pancaked.
Hey.
Yeah, I was doing the big closer, and I was like, well, I don't want to address and I was going to say the elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room.
Poor choice of words, right? So I said, I'm not going to say that, but I'm also not going to try and follow it. That'll be the end of me. Thanks so much.
Pretty good.
You can't do
You're not going to follow that. That's like finding Coke on this stage. I'm not following that.
We do a show with Joe Biden.
I haven't done a corporate show because of, well, like I said, but I have done a show in a place that's owned by a corporation. And it went worse than yours.
Really?
Yeah. I opened up for a little act named Cat Williams across the river here at the Heritage Bank Arena. And I would have loved for them to give me the silence that Giles was treated to. Instead, what I heard was a sea of about 8,000 roughly boos. Now, I've never been booed since then, but I feel like I got my fill. You know what I mean? I got your fill, I got your fill.
Well, yeah, you did. You were the martyr for all of us.
Yeah, for all of Cincinnati comedy. He didn't even mention me on Club Shay Shay.
Well, he's coming back in town soon, so maybe your redemption could come.
I don't think so.
Well, I know, man. We'll see if you live until then. Speaking of living, about a year ago, you picked up a fat hog. Yeah,
Listen, if I ever hear you fucking talk about my girlfriend again,
these son of a bitch.
don't you dare.
I would never.
I would dare.
About a year ago, you picked up a Harley, I believe.
That's right, I did, yeah.
You picked up a Harley, and then how long did you have it until you dropped it?
I mean, you know,
Why you need a bitch?
I mean, that's mean, dude. Well, I had couple of months of the season. I had the season.
Couple months, and you had an accident, and
I had two of them within a week of each other.
And I got a really good video for it, and I forgot to add it because that's what happened. So,
Wait a minute, did you?
jerk over. I went through the process of stealing a video online, and it's
So
gonna
let
be-
me ask you this, guy.
I don't want to.
Are we closer to crying now?
I could take a really high risk and box out of the PowerPoint, but I feel like I've already gotten the laugh, so we're just gonna move on.
Yeah, no. I think you got what you came for.
Smart. And for those watching online, here it is. All right. Anyway, where is the bike now? Is it resting in hell? Is it in the backyard? Where did it go?
I let my temporary license expire, so it is in the garage, and now we're doing a home remodel, so it's now surrounded by just a bunch of shit. It's like every other Harley you see a white guy have that like shouldn't have a Harley. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't just show up to the Harley meet being me. They'll take my bike.
If they did take your bike,
They'll take me and strip us both down for parts. Come on, Dan. And Dan over there.
will you ever ride again?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. If you ever got rid of the Harley, what do you think you might get?
Boat.
Boat?
A king of bad decisions.
You don't think you would maybe switch up the type of bike? Maybe you go for something a little more you? Because I was sitting there, I actually did a little shopping today. I was wondering maybe if you found a better or a different bike, you might be more inspired. Maybe if you went out and you fired up something like this. What if you were riding down the road on the Beaver?
Well, that looks like a die-cast toy.
Yeah.
And that looks like it's something I'd have to pedal. That doesn't look like it push me around. I'm a big old boy, you know me.
It looks like a motorcycle that's primarily made out of meat. And when I think of you, I think of this.
A meat cycle, a meter cycle.
Yeah. Maybe you could ride a meter cycle, maybe something a little more classic, maybe like the Patriot.
Now see, this is where we're yeah, dude.
Right.
Where were you on January 6th?
And of course, you have to ride on the wings of the eagle to complete the effect, but
Oh yeah, singing Toby Keith.
Yeah.
Look, that's good.
Yeah,
Honestly, this looks like is this AI? Did you employ AI to do this? 'Cause that's a fucking pretty cool bike,
I
man.
went Crayola on this.
Crayola. Oh, you did this on the drive back from Hilliard too, huh?
Yeah. A lot of people are worried about texting and driving, but I just kind of have an art kid. And
Yeah, sure.
Step that up.
A few watercolors and pastels.
Yeah,
That's good for you.
I'm getting kind of good.
For most creative people I know.
Or if you want to dial down the danger, maybe you could go something a little childish.
Now we're talking, dude.
Let's go. Yeah, that is probably right up my alley. I was the 1998 Brown County Junior Fair Equestrian representative, so that is speaking to me, brother. Oh my God.
I think the hobby horse might suit you well, and then it's no motor, so low carbon footprint. That's
Yeah, the splinters.
Did you say hobby horse or Harley horse?
Zach.
Okay, all right.
Zach.
You're not all winner.
Or if you want to have beer, Zach.
Yes, I did.
Jesus, Murphy. Zach only drinks beer in the church. Like, you know how when you're, do you understand how when you're in high school, like your parents only let you drink in their house? That's the same thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
His dad's like, only when you're in my house.
That's right. In the Lord's house, baby dude.
Baby dude.
Baby dude.
I've been drunk with Zach once before, and we were at a gay bar in Indianapolis, and
That is true.
my boy here was just giving him the business in friends to low places. And a more popular person I've never met.
I think I'm an otter.
Oh.
That's like a bear, but small.
O-D-D-E-R. Hey now.
Stop it.
All right.
Dad, you got it?
Or if you really wanted to be a bad boy, go even crazier than the Harley, perhaps you fire up the little shit.
Now see, that looks like horse shit. I know shit, and that's horse shit. You can tell because of the hay and the straw. They like to fuck with hay and straw, horses do. And then you can also tell by the large clumping. That's a big turd, it's gonna come out of a big asshole, right? Horses. And then you can also see that it's kind of dry and brittle. You know what I mean? It gets that way after it sits out in the sun for a couple of days. So,
We're learning so much.
yeah, brother, that's horse shit on a couple spokes.
Man. Looks like it looks like a nice Sunday drive.
It looks pretty cool.
Well, I don't know. Looks a little shitty. All right, come on, Jake and Sam.
Do you use those handlebars to manure?
Check out Zach's dry bar special, everybody. Homeschooled energy.
If you were all more...
I can't believe the Duggars aren't on board with you. Do you understand? Like, you're really speaking to the...
If you were all Mormons,
if all
you'd be
17 of
pissing
them
your
watched
pants.
it. Sorry?
Sorry, if you were Mormons, you would all be pissing your pants. No, but do watch Zach's special. You have to go to his Instagram and then get the code and then sign up for the account and then...
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like a racket?
No, just download.
You just gotta use your credit card. It's free to watch it, but then you gotta make sure you cancel.
Get
You
a
don't
free
have to give them your
trial.
credit card. You don't have to give them your credit card. You can just give them my name because that's better than money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like I've got an app to download.
I'll stop.
I am about 4 dry bar specials that have been like, oh, he did that? Oh, well, I'll watch it. I'll get there.
There are some good dry bar specials.
Yeah.
Thomas Davis has one.
That's so mean.
I'm teasing. Zach is the funniest, and my God, you're drunk. Yeah, dude, you're a whole beer and a half now, haven't you?
Just one. That's my limit.
Could we get maybe some heroin up here for Zach?
Let's start.
Only in Father's house, yeah?
Start him with Narcan, see if he wakes up from the beer. Settle him back down. As I read my notes, not only did I forget that great video I downloaded, I forgot to add an entire section of shit that I wrote for you. I was in a real rush. I was editing.
Well, there will be tears tonight from someone.
No, the thing is that I was editing that video of my own failure. And I guess
We can talk about that some more. I got some thoughts.
half the room was wearing high-vis shirt. They did give me, I didn't bring them. They gave me a free t-shirt. I asked for those on the way out.
Yeah.
It's,
Gives me something to cry into on the way home.
I said, I need to, she goes, I'll give you this, but don't do anything stupid in it.
Like using it as a jizz rag on the way home?
I was like,
See, that's why I don't do dry bar comedy. It's real sticky. Yay.
and then I was like, so I'll see you next year, right? She's like, yeah. I can't wait to just work permanently in the office of that construction company because they think I'm not all there.
Why would they think that?
I don't know. I really killed the momentum here, but let's get it fired back up, you know? All right. Siemer, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me, baby.
And just know that the thing I was going to do for you was actually just kind of mean. So, it wasn't mean, but it was mean-spirited. We're better off moving on.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse. Like, you didn't even have to say that because my feelings were already hurt that you just forgot me. But then you were like, oh, I had a fucking singer for you, bitch.
Shit, I'm cussing. Is this gonna be on TV or?
It's all right. You should.
Network. You know what I mean? Terrestrial.
You should have heard Zach's voice when he.
Oh, I heard Zach's voice.
Yeah.
And then I nutted.
Oh.
See, good. That's not gonna be fit for CW, is it?
We need
They play the soccer games now.
you to balance out the energy up here. I guess it's about time to bring our final guest.
Yeah, I think so. That's the only way we can ratchet this thing. How'd you do it?
Let's get it. I'm gonna hit him with two now. Let's get it.
Whoa! Double ratchet!
Let's get it ratcheted way the F up. Now, some call our final guest a living legend, and others are shocked he's still alive. You've recently seen him tearing up the stage at the flagship comedy festival in Erie, Pennsylvania, or you may have seen him tearing up loaves of bread next to the dumpster behind Panera. Prepare to enjoy a full wet trash bag of his charm, and welcome to the stage, John Holmes, everyone.
Oh!
I got here. Give it up for
Clap
John.
again for this man!
Yeah.
Give it up for
I know Chris Siemer.
John somehow had the insight to know that Chris Siemer wanted another drink.
Yeah, I'm a mind reader.
John, are one of those for
I'm
me?
clairvoyant.
Are one of those for me, John?
No, I don't think I think you've had enough.
Right.
I think you need to call it quits, dog.
Ask your dad if you in other words.
I have two for me.
Yep.
And two for Siemer, and then you gotta cool it.
You're out of control.
Yeah, you were talking real fast and loose earlier.
Yeah.
That's right. Only water for me.
Yeah.
Holy water.
It's
Yeah.
wine.
It turns into wine. Yeah. I know that. I know your dad.
Well, I have everyone up here. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to address the topic of diversity. Let me be clear. Let me be clear about something for a moment. To the untrained eye, you may be looking at us and say, what do we got? 4 straight white males up here on stage. What is this? A
With
crime?
beards.
What is this, a crime? But let before everyone passes judgment, let me just make a few things clear. Number one, Zach here is part of a rapidly shrinking Christian community. Okay? It's number one. Number two, he's deeply closeted. All right? Check and check. Thanks for doing the show.
Tough way to find that out, isn't it?
I have fucked up Zach's life more in 30 minutes than
I don't know how deeply it was. I just outed him at being a gay bar and just singing karaoke.
got his ass.
Yeah, and I crushed it. But
Oh, you did crush it.
I
just worried that you got crushed after I left.
You crazy. And if John filled out the right paperwork, I'm certain he would qualify for some type of disability. So let's just say we're good. Leave the comment section alone.
Yeah. Unless you compliment me.
That's right. Actually,
I would actually compliment
that actually
me.
actually go ahead and leave a positive compliment for John below. I think we'd all appreciate that. John, how the F have you been?
Man, I've been just grinding and shining, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you got to keep on trucking,
I gotta keep on trucking.
and that's what I'm all about.
Keep on bucket.
Now, John, has any business ever dared to bring you in to do
Oh,
it?
no.
They said, we're doing a Christmas party in the back section of Olive Garden. Should we get John Holmes? And they said, you know what? This year, we're going with Touch Tunes.
It's wild that I've been doing comedy longer than anybody on here, and yeah, that's how my career is going. I can be replaced by Touch Tunes.
We all can, John, and it's happening faster than you think. And speaking of careers, John, at the end of last year, you and I were both gainfully unemployed.
Yes.
Yes. Now, 110 job applications later, I finally got a job 300 miles away from my home.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's cool. How are you doing?
I'm so gainfully unemployed.
Congratulations. Give it up for John, everyone.
Yeah. Hey, money's running out and I'm getting scared. Hell yeah.
I actually thought, hey, how we doing? Give it up for Sean Braley.
Your dad said fine.
Give it up for Sean Braley. And all the staff here at Commonwealth Sanctuary. Please take care of them on the way out. There is a small number of you and a smaller number of them, and I want them to forget about all the numbers in here tonight. We all just want to remember this is a good time. That's all we got to do. John, you're gainfully unemployed.
Oh man, it's so sad. Yeah, what's up?
Well, John, I feel compelled. You know, you and I were in the same boat together for a long time.
Yeah,
And
we're colleagues.
We were colleagues.
No, we're like peers right now.
We're actually
peers.
more alike than we're not.
Yeah,
And that's something good.
and we're very much alike, and I don't like you taking over my spot.
Okay. Well, I feel compelled to help in some way now that I'm
Please do. I'm down on my luck.
Well, now that I'm unemployed, I figured maybe now would be a good time for some career counseling. Maybe we should reflect, get to know a little bit about you, and then
Yes.
we can maybe get some ideas here.
Oh man, I would love it. I would love it. Let's do this.
Education, if my memory serves me correct, you have a screenwriting degree?
Call me Hollywood, baby.
Calling Hollywood. John, how many years did that take you to earn?
7.
7. Right. I was also in college for 7.5 years.
Hell yeah, we're doctors.
Yeah, I am.
I know you'll think it's funnier than that right there. So you're a doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Fuck, dude. We don't talk much.
Oh, you wouldn't know that because in the context that you know me completely, it's me saying completely insane things.
That's true.
Yeah. So that does
Yeah,
make sense.
we're gonna-
Also, today I did take off work so that I could go to a corporate gig in front of 200 disciples. So it does make 0 sense at all that I spent.
Did they ask you not to make any jokes about suicide or anything? And that was all on your mind?
I mean, it is the perfect lead-in because
Yeah.
I walked in to a 50-year-old man doing the most solemn PowerPoint you've ever heard. I literally opened the door and he's like, so if you have any friends that you know are struggling, and then he had a QR code on the screen, and it's like no one is reaching for their phones. It is not happening. It's not. John, screenwriting degree, check. Skills,
Yeah.
top 3, hit me.
Oh, I can multitask. I can drink and drive.
Hey. Okay, Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. Vision, something tells me that you need glasses, but you don't have them.
I just see double vision all the time.
Yeah. Okay, vision, check. Interest, do you have any?
I like Picasso's. I like art. I like reading. My favorite literature is early 20th, first century.
Okay.
I also like
Like the years 2000? Is that what you're saying? Early 21st?
early 20th century.
20th
Oh, okay, all right,
century.
yeah. I like Don DeLillo.
I like Armoroo. Yeah. I like early 2000 literature, which is just Twilight.
Good. Okay. Patron of the arts, fan of literature. Okay.
I'm pretty well rounded, if you
Okay.
can see. You can't see because this is a table.
That's why I have the cloth. I want to make sure. Need to make sure everyone's tucked away.
Yeah.
Values? Do you have those?
What does that mean? Yeah, I got like 5,000 in savings.
Yeah. And being unemployed, there's no way that's going anywhere. So you should.
No, man, I gotta find a job quick.
Okay. I guess that would be your goal then.
Yes, there we go.
Right.
Let's skip to goals. Get paid.
Okay. Well, John, I think we have all the information we need. So let's go ahead and. I guess I took some of my knowledge about you. I know you said you're into reading and painting arts. You're also quite a music fan. You got a vinyl collection, I believe.
Yes.
You're a big fan of vinyl, high fidelity. Perhaps you could be maybe something like Jack Black's Les Gamblin, co-worker in the film High Fidelity. Maybe. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of motivational books, and a big thing is that they say you need to see what you want to do. So
Yes.
when you see this, is this maybe
Yeah.
something you want to do?
Yeah, I do want to be Jack Black. I would love to be Jack Black. Would you not?
Now
No, like Jack Black, yeah, now, currently, at any time.
I mean, like 2000, like Tenacious D is popping off.
Yeah, dude, anytime.
When everyone was
He's
like-
been not for a long time.
I guess, man.
Tenacious D still rules, dude.
Yeah, dude, I would love to be Jack. Yeah, there you go. There's my vision.
Yep.
This is my vision board.
Okay.
I
That
want to
is not
see.
the regular size Modelo.
It's so big.
That there be a 24 ounce.
You would need a whole line.
No.
Go inside of that.
I just have tiny hands. I just have very tiny hands.
Okay.
Better for wiping away tears.
You like music.
Yeah, I love music.
Also, John, I think you might be, of my known associates, I think you might be the biggest proponent of the communist lifestyle.
Yes, I am also a communist.
Communist, hard to be in a capitalist society.
It's very hard, but the best part about capitalism is all the communist shit I can buy.
That is true.
That's a good bit. That's funny.
That is very good.
That's very funny.
I know you're a fan of communism. I was like, what's the best line of work for communism? And I thought, oh, easy. You be Chinese.
What?
Which is good. And we like that.
Listen, I'm 5'7". There's no way I'm towering over them.
No, I'm not.
Hey,
Once again, not a regular sized beer.
hey, guys, we're for sure not releasing this, right?
This is on YouTube now. We are on YouTube Live.
Zach, if even some of your friends watch this, the view count would be quadruple. You do not have to worry about this coming back to haunt you at all.
Okay. All my friends are in this room.
Yeah. And also with you.
Yeah, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
John, as aforementioned, you got the world's biggest Modelo in your hand. You're a fan of drinking. You're also not a particular fan of hygiene.
No, I don't shower.
What if you kind of went into the service industry? What if you were there working as the sink under the bar?
All right, little. All right, little backstory about John Holmes. You know the guy who famously took a bath in the Burger King? This is like early YouTube. The guy who took a bath in the Burger King washroom. Or not the washroom, the wash sink.
Oh, God.
Did you? I know that guy. That's like circa 2004, 2005. He lived in Dayton, Ohio.
I don't think he left Dayton.
No, I don't think. I think he's still there.
I don't think he made it out of Dayton.
Man, well, it's actually funny that you bring up fast food because as a final idea, I thought maybe Popeyes.
I love their chicken sandwich. It's great.
It is good food.
I will fight people over it. Is that the job I'm doing? Am I instigating fights over their chicken sandwich?
Yeah, it's basically Roadhouse, except it's in Popeyes and it's you.
Which one has surf and turf? I want that.
Man, I wanna. Because when that would start happening, people would be like, 3 people got shot dead outside Popeyes waiting for that sandwich. And I want to be like, yeah, but how many instigators were led there through the FBI, which you work for, federal government employee Giles Chickering.
Man, this is definitely not Aaron.
I am haunted by the hits at the pipe.
Yeah, all you hear from John Holmes is just bleed on the edited version.
I think they're gonna like it. Wow. Well, John,
I like their chicken sandwiches though. It's great.
I think it would be a good place. Or you could just sort of do like a Summer of John situation where it's just sort of you out there, dancing around,
You gonna make me?
showering in the rain.
Yeah, are you gonna make me the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man?
I think that also might be a good option.
That's a good option for me. I can throw signs. I can hang out.
It's you out there just shaking up 2 Modelos and spraying them. That's what I thought. Well, John, I wish you all the best in your...
Thank you so much. This has been eye-opening.
This has been eye-opening, and speaking of eye-opening, I kind of sent this message out to the world earlier this week. I'm actually a little nervous right now because I'm about to introduce the largest guest that I have ever worked with, or I guess met in my entire life, and I was blown away. I didn't think it was actually going to happen, but he is here. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know him for 35 years of being one of the most famous stand-up comedians of all time. Last week, he was one of the stars of Netflix's roast of Tom Brady.
Whoa.
Yeah, and you may know him by his real name, but most people know him as the Roast Master General. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together right now for Jeff Ross. Please keep it going for Jeff Ross. Jeff. Thank you, Johnny. Oh my God. This is one of the biggest honors of my entire life. Thank you very much for coming out. Jeff Ross, everyone.
I I'm just trying to talk into like the ear cam.
My friend Giles, anything for him. I honestly feel bad for Giles. He kind of looks the way a nursing home smells, so I do what I can for him. How we doing? I am too famous to be here. I'm the real Jeff Ross, baby. Flew in direct flight from LA right to Dayton, Kentucky. God, what a shithole this is, huh? How bad of a city do you have to be the second best state? I mean, really. Who looked at Dayton, Ohio and was like, hey, we like what they're doing? More of that. Dayton, Ohio sucks too. I mean, they call themselves the gym city. It's like, what gym's that? The kidney stone? Come on. Gross. Disgusting. But, yeah, I'm here. Here for my friend Giles. Everybody clap it up for Giles. What a... he's just jealous. Imagine wishing to be this hot. No, I love Giles. If you haven't seen his stand-up's fantastic. It could be... If I were to summarize his stand-up, I would say it's best summarized as, huh? And with Giles, look at it. Clap it up for the panel. Clap it up for our lovely panel. Oh, I'll move this way. Look at this. 2 cokeheads and a gay guy. What am I in, Miami? Where to begin? John Holmes, everybody. Clap it up for him. John Holmes. That's actually just his stage name. It's short for John Homeless. Holmes, what an unfortunate name for a man that lives on the street. That's not true. He doesn't live on the street, but he definitely doesn't sleep in a bed. John Holmes looks like he sleeps on the casting couch. John Holmes, everybody. And Zach Wycuff. Zach Wycuff, what about it? Clap it up for him. I like to call Zach Wycuff White R. Kelly because he's trapped in the closet. Zach Wycuff is so deep in the closet, he's in Narnia right now. What else do I have for Zach? I gotta look, because you guys are like not famous enough to remember. So, Zach is like if a pair of tidy whities came to life. Which is a real coincidence, because his username on Grindr is actually Tidy Whitey. Yeah, be sure to check out his special Homeschooled Energy. A lot of people actually say that he has youth pastor energy. Not because he's really nice, it's because he seems like he's secretly a pedophile. Oh, come on, laugh it up, I'm famous. Don't tighten up on me. I'm rich and famous. I can buy you and kill you. Laugh it up for me, I'm Jeff Ross. I'm just kidding. Hey, it's secretly a pedophile, another reason you're White R. Kelly. Hey, how about it? Don't worry, I got some for you, Daddy. Chris Siemer, everybody, clap it up for him. Chris Siemer. Yeah, he's a horny hillbilly. That's the best way to describe him. Chris Siemer is the man that Bill Clinton really should have been. Does that make sense? Getting so drunk he gets kicked out of a Margaritaville for trying to finger a parrot. That's Chris Siemer's entire existence.
The parrot made the first move.
Yeah, she kept saying, Polly want a cracker, and then the white man showed up.
Your dead cat looks like foreskin.
I'm Jeff Ross, everybody. All right. Chris Siemer, how about it? He's 40 years old and still wears chains. I think that's really cool. He's kind of like Jelly Roll without the talent or the money. Just a fat hillbilly.
Your bald cap looks like foreskin. There's wrinkles.
I think it is foreskin, actually. You got it. Giles bought this for $9 off of Amazon, and I'm pretty sure some kids in China made it with their penis skin. I'm Jeff Ross.
Chris Siemer, how about it? Hey, you heard he recently wrecked his motorcycle. That's not good. But it is funny, because that means now Zach Wycuff's not the only person on stage that went down on a hog. God damn. Give me hit my... All right, I think that's enough out of me, the real Jeff Ross. Ross, everyone, thank you very much. Thank you to Jeff Ross. I want to thank today's guests. We got Zach Wycuff, Chris Siemer, John Holmes. Thank you very much. We totally lost the energy. Show's over.
There is no way this is airing on you, even on YouTube. We're gonna get canceled immediately.
It's gonna be worth it. I can't believe how low the energy has gotten now that the show is over. It is over. If you clap, it can end.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the panel. Sorry, Zach. Good night.
All right.
That was fun.